Hey there, how's it going? What's up, everybody? Irish Orangutan is back to pass along what you need to know to get better at Madden and grow your MUT team. Enjoy the show. Hey there, everybody. Today we have some solos to go through. Gonna be talking through kind of what's happened throughout the week, talk through some of the players that came out throughout the week in an earlier video that will be coming out on Saturday, so make sure to check that out even on Sunday. Does not seem like this one will take too long. They'll just have to call a couple timeouts and I'll kick a field goal. Maybe defense next time will take me a little bit longer. To be honest, I should just kneel the ball a couple times um, and it'd probably work just the best for this. Had the focus kicker, so just be able to knock that through really quick. Excited about the patch and disappointed about the patch. It kind of makes gameplay seem a little bit clunky at this point in time. Just a couple things that seem to have been working perfectly fine are now kind of broken. One main thing during that duos set of solos that happened for a while, I heard a lot of people kind of got into games and then got disconnected and it counted as a loss. I don't know if that has to do with the patch, but that's just kind of disappointing that that did happen. And some other players were just kind of playing screwy, and some people got through their ninth win and then got disconnected, or their partner played really poorly throughout the game and they just had to take the loss. I was able to get the fullback use check, so I'm still considering if I'm going to have him permanently on my team, but at this point he'll be there. But the patch also had a couple of issues that when I tried to pitch the ball, it would just hit my quarterback's butt and more or less fall down, so that was a little bit disappointing. But that was one of the easiest solos that I was able to get through all year. I'm going to be bringing you the next one here in just 1 minute. And we are back in our next solo. They are up and have the ball, so it looks like we'll need to be able to play a little bit better. I'm going to play a little bit cheesy, but not go full cheese and run the field goal block, but am going to run some man blitzes, try to get that ball back real quick. We were talking about the patch a little bit at the end of the last game. That has been a little bit lackluster. I have not seen the pluses from it yet. I need to test that out a little bit more in some practice modes and see if I can actually get some things stopped. Also, it would be terribly embarrassing if I wasn't able to get this stop here, but with Bradford tossing the ball, we just need to get him in a 3rd and long. We'll be okay. It's kind of disappointing that Rosen isn't the quarterback here and Jackson isn't the quarterback for the Ravens teams, but they can't fix everything, but they're fixing most things, so it can't be terribly sad. Was able to get another video out earlier today that was going over some of the legends and standout players that came out with the Super Bowl promo. I'm excited to say that I'm on Team Blue and talked about why in that previous video, so make sure you go out and check that. Tomorrow I'll be coming out with a top 10. That usually comes out every Sunday, at least has for the last 4 weeks. And I also bring out a scripting series on Tuesdays, so make sure you get on those and figure out how to get your offense started in the best way, especially in head-to-head. Got that stop, excited to be able to knock that out. Gonna have to go down and score a touchdown, but with the weapons and 99 speed players that I have now on my team, should be able to do that fairly easily. Barry doing most of the work for me. Thank you very much, good sir. I'm a little bit disappointed that he does touchdown celebrations. Him and Walter Payton should have those taken out for them, but that should just be one of the options. Be just like, move on. And just those two players have that option. Oh, Barry's just got the moves. Gonna score here real quick. Give the ball back and get a pick off Bradford here in the first 3 plays. Calling it right now. It's going to be a pass to Fitzgerald, and it'll be just 3 yards behind him. Excited about the promo solos and see how crazy people are going to get and how many people can actually knock out. Um, they are solos that you can go back in and play again, but just excited to see how many people are going to go on to different farm accounts and things like that and try to get those numbers bolstered up for their particular team. I know I'm going to knock out as many as I can for blue after we get this pick here real quick. Thankfully, it's a little bit different situation. David Johnson I am scared of, not quite as much as Gurley or Mark Ingram, but he is right up there. It is also kind of nice with the promo solos. They give you the opportunity to go in and play with both teams, or kind of force you to play with both teams and let you figure out exactly which players would benefit you the most. So working on the second solo, just about have that knocked out. Bradford could just keep throwing it out of bounds. That works just about as well for me. Kind of want him to throw that pick with only 40 seconds left, because then we'll just be able to kneel out the ball and talk through a couple more things, but we'll see how that works out as well. My prediction was a lie. First three passes were not, one of the first three were not picked off, mostly because all of them were like 10 yards off from their recommended wide receiver. See, that one was close enough and Champ just knocked it down. 4 yards off Larry Fitzgerald. He just knew that we didn't need that return at this time. Better yards, everything like that. I wish the computer would understand that they're not going to be able to get the ball back, and they just don't call their timeouts, but they'll definitely call their timeouts. So just got to hold A button, skip through that real fast, be able to knock those out. Excited to be able to knock these solos out so quickly and be able to get in and get some of my blue solos knocked out so they start adding up from my side. Excited to go out and get my Reggie and eventually get my upgrade to my Franco Harris as well. They are both wonderful players. Reggie will help in the intermediate as I'm upgrading people. I do have a player above him in Cleo Mack that will be playing, but he'll be tremendous at rushing from the defensive tackle position and adding a little bit of extra chunky beef soup to the middle of my line when people are trying to go for it. We can probably knock out this field goal. Tip that you probably already know, but if you line up for the field goal, hit A and then hold A, you will be able to decide when you can kick the field goal by releasing it, or when the play clock gets down to 3, it will go off. Be mindful of this. If you are down in this situation, you will need to release the button because it will not automatically go off when the game clock gets down to 3, so just be mindful of that. I'm excited to be able to talk through some things with you. Make sure you check out the other videos that have came out. Went a little bit more in depth with the promo, and on Twitch went a lot more in depth with the sets and cards you could potentially pull. So make sure you go check that out and have a great rest of your weekend. Take care, everybody. Thanks for checking into the Irish Orangutan channel. Keep coming back to keep getting better at Madden and growing your MUT team. There'll be at least 5 videos up a week, so make sure to subscribe. And also hit the bell right next to it to make sure you see them all. Come by Twitch to engage or hit me up on Twitter at Irish Orangutan. Take care, everybody.